So this morning, me, Dunk, Kev, Dad going roguing, hopefully just till lunchtime. The old combine sitting around the corner there, peeking out. It's disappearing today. I'd be sad if there wasn't a brand spanker sitting right there. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly! So I'm just in the field of rape at the moment. Big breakdown. It's the drill working there. Update in here, this is the office. You can see it's coming together. There's a bit of a dog leg from the outside door into the actual store unit of here. And then this will be the actual office. Animals fed. Before we go along the road to Rogue, need to shift the old combine header, put it onto a tractor so when the guys come to pick it up, they can manoeuvre it onto a lorry and get it away. But there's currently Kev's tractor with a topper on it in the way, Dunk's tractor with sprayer in the way, and then I've got the new header onto that tractor. So I'm going to put the old header onto that tractor. A few tractors to move. That's us, shed rearranged. My tractor, Dunk's tractor, Kev's tractor, all taken out. And then Dunk's tractor, Kev's tractor put back in. And the header put back in. That's the lorry there, pick up the old combine, take it away. Claas, sellers. So this field here is a seed crop of spring oats. So it'll be resown again next year. So I'm taking out, we're taking out. So anything, any barley, anything that's not the exact winter oat variety that was here. Sterile brome is a bit of an issue, wild oats and a bit of barley. They're the main things that we're looking for. There's a load of hay coming in. Oh, there you go, there's a rogue. 6 row barley. It's got 6 bits of barley in each row. What I was saying is there's a load of hay coming. Dunk's just headed up to the yard, take it off with the forklift. That's for the horses that are here. So this is a wild oat. So it looks similar to an oat. See, there you go. That's the oats there, but this is kind of more spindly, more spread out, and it's significantly taller. And we really want to get rid of all of them. The crop fails if there's even one of them in the field. This is the kind of rogue that if you kind of leave for a few years to multiply, you'll end up with thousands and thousands. And they cause a right mess and they take years to get rid of fully. And that's a 2 row barley, so 2 bits of barley in every row. There's a dog. Just picked a huge bunch of wild oats. That'll have come from just 2, 3, 4 heads last year that got missed maybe. One head that the year before had been missed. And now it's turned into about 200. When we come across a real thick bunch, I use the app What 3 Words to mark location of them, because it's quite hard to make sure you get every single one of them. We'll come back later in a few days or even a couple of weeks, come back again, you can see where you've been and see if there's any more kicking about. Shorter ones that have come through. What 3 words? I think it's like basically 3 metre squares all across the planet with unique 3 words, and so each box has unique 3 words, and I'll be able to come back to the exact same position. Just like a better version of longitude and latitude, I guess, or an easier version. The unique 3 words of that spot was lunch, fruit, interview. So if you want to go and see where the wild oats are, you can do that. There's some deer over there. Running off through the oats, flattening them. Lulu's getting goosed now, she's tired. This is where we took the silage. So this was all getting battered by the tractors and trailers. That's why it's all goosed. This is what compaction does. So can you see those tracks there? There and there, all the way down. That's the combine last year. The ground will be slightly harder in these bits. Crop doesn't flourish as well, so hopefully the new combine will get much less of that. Where that firmer soil is, it just means the root system is a lot harder to penetrate into it, so it develops not as good a root system to everything around about it that's in much looser, freer soil, and then you just get a crop, or a part of the crop, a strip of the crop that's not as good, doesn't yield as well. We had a massive big pile in here at one point, so we've got a big pile of wild oats dumped on this track. Go and pick them up now. We've got a few more tram lines to do. This crop's looking pretty good. We're nearing the end of it. That's the end of the field. That's the 3 or 4 tram lines left. If you look at it there, it is fairly clean. I'll pull that piece up. Flag leaf bomb-proof. Second leaf bomb-proof. Third leaf, you're talking 80-90% bomb-proof. And that bottom leaf is right down in there, so no, that's good. Good crop. Hopefully it stays up, hopefully the weather holds and we're able to combine it in good conditions. So that's your panicle of oats, and there's seeds in there underneath these husks. So you peel back the husks, well, you don't peel back, the combine batters them off. I can't do it with one hand, well, kind of. Anyway, imagine those wee husky leafy type things are taken off. There you go. And then you're left with the seeds, and that's filled with white fluid at the moment. That'll harden up, dry up. Lulu's trying to stand up. She's standing up. So as you can see. Come on, stand up. Drive to the other field, which is called Park, and we'll do it as well, but it'll just be a 20-minute job. Timed it pretty well. It's about 12 o'clock now and the sun's just starting to come out there. It's getting really hot. It was when it was in the shade, it was 22 degrees. The car was making it, which was pretty uncomfortable, but now it'll be coming up to about 25, 26 it's meant to be. Just as well we're not deep down in England at 30 degrees at the moment. Us Scots can't handle that. Done. That's roughly half of what we collected. Wild oats. Really bad, horrible things. Multiply really quick. Leave them a few years and you end up with, well, this was, a lot of these will be one plant which is multiplied twice, which has caused quite a few big spots. Don't think I got rogued really last year, that field. Doug's pretty thirsty. Big beams have arrived. They're going to be the roof struts in that new shed in there. What's they call them? Curtle beams or curtle beams, I think they're called. Anyway, they're basically to hold the weight of the roof and spread it over a few different points. So that's what they're doing. I need to shift them inside in case it rains at any point. I'll get them out the road, but not really any space anywhere, so be thankful once that shed's finished, although it'll be fully green in no time. There'll be no space for machinery. Just going to chuck a trailer on and need to go and pick up 12 tonne of sand from the quarry. Also, header's not on that tractor, so that means the old combine's gone. We didn't have 2 combines for long. 12 hours. Need to change the drawbar here, so this is a hook drawbar. I use that for trailers and whatnot. This is a, don't know the specific name, but just a pin drawbar. You put a pin through there, and that's for towing about the header on the combine. Also, question of the day, one for me. I've never actually known why there's 2 options. Why do you need a pin drawbar? Is it extension to get further away from the tractor? I don't really know. New bit on this combine compared to the old one. So it's a Vario cultivar. This section here slides out, so the table becomes a lot deeper. So this flat section here becomes a lot deeper, and this cutting knife comes out to it's out here somewhere. so that when you're cutting rape crop, it's cut before it touches the reel, so it falls into it and is taken in by the reel. You can lose a lot of rape the old way we were doing it, so hopefully this will mean we'll lose a lot less, where the reel there at the top starts to hit the crop and shake it, so the seed would fall to the floor before it is into the table. But hopefully this now, table will shift out, it'll be cut kind of here, it'll then fall, and it'll fall and touch the reel and then be on top of the table if it does kind of shed. That's what it's designed to do anyway. Combine's massive. Harbour lorry just in the distance there, coming in to mix up feeding for the hens again. That's like every 3 weeks hens need fed or new feeding, so they're in about every 3 weeks mixing up feed, filling up the hoppers, the silos. Finally good to go, quarry for sand. 1 o'clock on a Wednesday, busy. Made it to the quarry, just coming off the weighbridge now, and just got my tail weight, go and load up with around about 12 tonne. That's the pile we're after, 2 buckets of that. Big loaders these, no messing about. Put our forklift to shame. With the loader there, basically there's no telescopic, there's no extending of the boom. Beefy machines, they've got a weigh cell on them so they can lift it up and get a rough weight, so that's how they know how much they're putting in, and then I'll get a proper weight at the weighbridge. They've nailed it, exactly 12 tonne, that's rare. So I'm 23.06 tonne at the moment, my whole weight, gross. Obviously came in at 11.06. It's going in that patch there, just there's a marquee going on top of it. So that's why that's there, because this is a cattle field and it's not the most even ground. Because it's been a bit poached when it was wet. I'm going to go and shift some wooden beams now for Joyner, who's converting that shed over there. Kev's just been topping off his tractor oil. And he's away along the road, finish off topping some bits. They're actually too big to get down the yard, well sideways anyway. 27 degrees. Jeez. Bit of manual labour and I'm absolutely dripping. It's lovely. Gonna go and make up some cattle feeding. Kev's just about out. So 5 bags of minerals, 6 bags of minerals. Minerals in the back there. Head along the road. There's barley already bruised, so it just needs minerals, and I need to pick up some rapeseed meal. It is like scorching hot. Not very nice at all to work in. Good to combine in. Neighbour just over there is combining. This hasn't gone well. The bag doesn't lift, the forklift doesn't lift high enough to go over the edge of the trailer. See if we can get it in the back door with the door open, but I don't know. It's gonna be tight. Went in not too bad actually. I was hoping to leave the bag here and just empty it directly into the trailer, but it's not going to be an option. I'll head up to the other yard where we can use the other forklift and that should be able to lift over the edge. As long as I don't need to hit on the brakes suddenly or swinging around the corner, I think I'll be alright. I could really do with that bag not falling over. I'm just going to go slow. Got the apprentice today. Alright Freddie. Kev's just putting on the trailer onto his tractor because he's going home with it, and that's where the feeding's to go. So I'll fill it up. Full. Off he goes home, and I'm going home too. Forgot to get a video, but that target's actually for alignment of the panels in the factory.